Hello my dear Armenians, these are the news from Western Armenia, especially for you. Armenak Abrahamyan on national identity, legal struggle and restoring statehood. Wilson's arbitration decision cannot be changed. Ashot Harutyunyan, the doors of Gandzasar, a living symbol of Armenian craftsmanship. Saint Gregory, the Illuminator Church in Constantinople, a unique Armenian heritage. Ancient stone game board founding van reveals unknown insights of soldier life. Development can become a continuation of genocide. Warning by Eyal Weizman. 7th century Holy Savior Monastery in Artsakh damaged by Azerbaijan. Samtskhe-Javakheti has the lowest number of social aid recipients in Georgia. In an interview with Western Armenia State TV, the President of the Republic of Western Armenia, Armenak Abrahamyan, spoke about Armenian identity, patriotism and legal path to restoring statehood. He said that Armenians must overcome the fear and decisions of the past and unite for national development. We must heal our historical wounds and strengthen our state system. Our struggle must be legal and we must protect our rights worldwide. He also said that the real issue is not population numbers, but the recognition of Armenian identity and rights. Anyone who respects Armenian identity has a role in restoring Armenian statehood. He stressed that Armenians must continue their legal fight on international platforms as one united family. On November 22, 1920, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson signed an arbitration decision on the borders between Armenia and Turkey, Armenia's access to the sea and the demilitarization of nearby territories. This decision was requested by the Supreme Council of the Allied Powers and officially included in the Treaty of Sèvres. After serious study, the U.S. President approved the final ruling. According to this decision, Armenia was recognized with rights over Van, Bitlis, Erzurum and Trabzon, with Erzurum as the capital. The redacted territory was cannot to the huge losses of Armenians during the genocide. This decision is permanent and legally binding and cannot be revised. It defines the true western borders of Armenia, whose only legal successor is the Republic of Western Armenia under President Armenak Abrahamyan. Together with other international documents, it confirms Western Armenia as a recognized Armenian territory, including Yerevan and Artsakh. The doors of Gandzasar Monastery in Artsakh, now under occupation, are a unique example of Armenian craftsmanship. The original monastery dates to 13th century. The current doors were recreated in the 21st century by master Robert Gasparian in the style of the original cross stone design. Despite damage during the 1991 to 1994 war, Gandzasar remains one of the most important monuments of Armenian architecture. The Armenian Church of Saint Gregory, the Illuminator in Constantinople, is one of the city's oldest Armenian churches, founded in 1431. It was completely destroyed in 1958 during road construction. Between 1961 to 1965, it was rebuilt using the original stones and reopened in 1966. This church is the only one in the city with a cone-shaped Armenian style dome. Nearby is the famous Central Armenian School, founded in 1886, which still preserves Armenian education. During excavations in Van Fortress, researchers found a stone-curved 9 stones game board using by 19th century Ottoman soldiers. This ancient game, known from Mesopotamia to Europe, was used for both entertainment and strategic thinking. The discovery shows that soldiers in Van trained their minds and teamwork through such games. It proves that Van was not only a military center, but also a cultural and intellectual one. Architect Eyal Weizman warned in Constantinople that rebuilding Gaza may lead to new forms of genocide, similar to what happened to Armenians in 1915. He explained that controlling water, destroying farmland, and isolating people were used before and are happening again today. He said that large projects done without people's consent can lead to forced displacement and cultural destruction, and the world must prevent this from continuing under new names. The 17th century Holy Savior Monastery near Tonashten, Artsakh, has been damaged, according to Caucasus Heritage Watch. Between October 2024 to August 2025, most of the metal roof added during the 2009 restoring was removed. The monastery is not listed as a protected monument in Azerbaijan. The organization calls on the authorities to officially recognize and protect it as an Armenian historical site. In Georgia, every fifth person receives social support, but Samtskhe-Javakheti has one of the lowest numbers of aid recipients. Official data shows that over 708,000 people receive state support across the country. Analysis shows that Samtskhe-Javakheti stands out with the lowest unemployment aid rate, which indicates the region is relatively economically stable. If you have any questions or want to learn more, you can visit our official link. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.